The most powerful fruit. For the eyes. Eat it before bed, your eyes repair themselves and vision returns. Many people believe that blurry vision is simply a natural part of aging, but the truth is this: age is not always the culprit. The American Optometric Association says that after 60 years of age, our eyes become more vulnerable, and problems such as dry eyes, cataracts, macular degeneration, and sudden blurry vision become more common. The National Eye Institute has warned that vision loss is increasing significantly, and the most dangerous thing is that the actual damage often occurs while you are sleeping. Why? Because the retina may not receive enough oxygen or nutrients, and the light receptor cells gradually begin to degrade in silence, without any warning. And that is what causes our blurry vision. Why does our vision blur? Is there any natural way to help our eyes? Most common solutions available today, such as glasses, surgeries, and drops, only attack the symptoms, not the underlying cause. But research has shown that a natural solution, like certain fruits, contains compounds that can support the eye's nocturnal repair, improve retinal circulation, and slow down the damage process in our eyes. Today, I want to introduce you to 7 fruits that, according to research, can support this nocturnal eye repair, and I will tell you exactly how to use them correctly. The number 1 fruit on this list is a fruit that most people currently have in their own kitchen. A fruit that contains a natural enzyme, which in scientific studies has been shown to interfere with one of the most destructive processes behind opaque lenses and early cataracts. Well, let's start then with number 7. Number 7 is kiwi. Kiwi is a small and slightly fuzzy fruit, but it is very beneficial for aging eyes, and research confirms this. With age, our retina becomes more vulnerable. Oxidative stress increases, the cells in our eyes wear out, and problems like blurry vision, light sensitivity, and slowness to focus in the mornings appear. And this is not just due to age, but due to cellular damage. Now, kiwi is full of substances called lutein and zeaxanthin, substances that act as a natural filter in the retina, absorbing harmful blue light and protecting our eyes from damage. Additionally, kiwi has antioxidants and small amounts of serotonin that aid in deeper sleep. And deep sleep plays a very important role in the nocturnal repair of our eyes. A study showed that consuming 2 golden kiwis a day improved vision clarity and reduced dryness and redness of the eyes in older individuals. And how is kiwi consumed for the eyes? 2 golden kiwis a day, about an hour before sleeping. An important detail is that golden kiwi is sweeter, less acidic, and more appropriate for nocturnal consumption. And do not completely remove the peel, because that thin layer right under the skin contains very good antioxidants like caffeic acid, so it is better to eat it with a spoon and keep that part. The result of using kiwi is better night vision and less morning dryness without the need for medication. Fruit number 6 is watermelon. Watermelon is a much-loved fruit that can help improve vision problems, especially that morning blurry vision. With age, our eyes dry out faster, and blood circulation to the retina decreases. And this low circulation is one of the main causes of morning blurry vision, which many of you surely experience. Watermelon is over 90% water and helps keep our body hydrated. And it is also one of the richest sources of a powerful antioxidant called lycopene, an antioxidant that is linked to reducing oxidative damage in retinal cells and protecting against problems like cataracts and macular degeneration that can lead to blindness. Regular consumption of watermelon is linked to higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in the body. These 2 nutrients are very important for vision health, and some compounds in watermelon help produce nitric oxide, which improves circulation and helps deliver oxygen and nutrients more effectively to the retina during sleep. The way to consume watermelon to repair the eyes during sleep is to eat between 1 and 2 cups of seedless, fresh watermelon about 2 hours before sleeping. An important detail is not to discard that white part near the watermelon rind, because that part contains a substance called citrulline, which aids in blood vessel health, and you can also use that white part along with the watermelon in a smoothie or even make a pickle with it. The result of using watermelon for the eyes is less morning blurry vision, better eye circulation, and support for retinal health without the need for medication. Fruit number 5 is blackcurrant. It is a small, dark purple fruit that often goes unnoticed, but for protecting the eyes, especially in low light, this little fruit is very effective. The problem that blackcurrant addresses in the eyes is that small inflammation of the retina and the decrease in blood flow to the optic nerve, problems that cause blurry vision, that halo around lights at night, and eye fatigue in low light, problems that are not solved with glasses. But what is special about blackcurrant is that this fruit is very rich in a substance called anthocyanins, pigments that reduce inflammation, help dilate blood vessels, and help regenerate rhodopsin, which is responsible for adapting vision to darkness. And what does scientific evidence say? Consuming 50 milliliters of anthocyanins, the same substance found in blackcurrant, daily for 24 months, improved blood flow in the optic nerve and retina, and reduced visual field loss. Furthermore, it increases retinal blood flow without changing eye pressure. It helps regulate endothelin, which causes vessel narrowing and promotes adaptation to darkness. The way to consume it is as follows. If you do not have fresh fruit available, use a standardized blackcurrant anthocyanin extract of about 50 milliliters per day, which can be found in pharmacies. And an important detail is that for better absorption, you can consume this anthocyanin extract along with a healthy fat like a walnut or a source of vitamin C like an orange. The result of using it is better vision in low light, less eye fatigue, and support for circulation and optic nerve health. Number 4 is blueberry. Blueberry is often consumed in a way that loses some of its protective benefits for the eye. What does blueberry target in our eyes? Oxidative damage in the retina's light receptor cells. This damage reduces the ability to focus, distinguish details, and adapt our eyes to light, and gradually leads to blurry vision, difficulty in low light, and poorer vision quality, even with glasses. The key compound in blueberry is a substance called pterostilbene, which is chemically related to resveratrol, but is much more bioavailable, meaning it can cross the blood-retina barrier and act directly on DNA damage in our vision cells. Scientific evidence shows that consuming wild blueberries every day for 12 weeks improved visual acuity and reduced eye dryness, especially when working in front of a screen in low light. An important detail is that not all blueberries are the same. Small, dark wild blueberries, usually frozen, have almost twice the active compounds as large, cultivated varieties, and the frozen type is just as effective as fresh. The way to consume it is as follows. Eat about a third of a cup of wild blueberries about 45 minutes before sleeping, if you have them available. And an expert tip is not to consume them with dairy because milk proteins reduce the absorption of anthocyanins. And if you cannot find blueberries, do not worry. You can use other types of berries like blackberries. For better absorption, first freeze them and then let them thaw so that the cell walls break and your body has greater access to their antioxidants. The result of using berries like blueberries is improved vision clarity, less eye fatigue, and protection of vision cells. The third fruit on our list is a fruit that practically surprises everyone. I want to talk to you about a fruit called pitaya, or dragon fruit. Research shows that this fruit can be one of the most effective for increasing oxygen supply to your eyes during sleep. If you frequently wake up with tired and heavy eyes, even after a full night's sleep, this deserves your full attention. Perhaps you have seen it in stores. On the outside, it is pink, and on the inside, it is red, but the type matters a lot. You need to choose the dark red pulp variety because the white varieties do not have what we are looking for, and many specialized stores carry this fruit. What specific problem does dragon fruit address in our eyes? Retinal hypoxia, that is, a lack of oxygen in the eye's retina that occurs when your retinal tissue does not receive enough oxygen during sleep. But this fruit solves that problem. When that happens, when your eyes do not get enough oxygen, even if you have slept a full 8 hours, you still wake up with tired and heavy eyes. Your peripheral vision starts to blur, colors appear duller than before, and if left unaddressed over time, the damage accumulates and can cause much more serious and considerable damage to your eyes. But the red dragon fruit I am talking about is very rich in substances called betalains, a group of antioxidants that, according to new research, can support the production of nitric oxide in blood vessels. And nitric oxide is precisely the molecule that relaxes and dilates capillaries, including those tiny capillaries that feed your retina. And more open capillaries mean more oxygen and nutrients reach the retinal tissue during deep sleep, nourishing it and preventing that lack of oxygen. A 2022 study showed that participants who consumed red dragon fruit extract for only 6 weeks showed notable improvements in eye circulation, contrast sensitivity, and visual field depth. In practice, this means they could see clearer in low light and reported a significant reduction in their blurry vision without taking any special medication or using glasses. And how do we use this fruit? If you find it, you can eat half a red pulp dragon fruit about an hour before sleeping. And here's an expert tip that almost everyone overlooks. Do not swallow the black seeds inside the fruit whole. Chew them, because these seeds contain omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, and both have proven and documented roles in the health and repair of the retinal nerve in the eyes. If these seeds are swallowed whole, we lose almost all of that benefit. The second fruit on our list is a fruit with thousands of years of history. It is called goji or goji berry. The goji berry is a bright red and slightly sweet fruit that has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years, specifically for eye health, and now clinical evidence is aligning with that. Perhaps many of you have not even heard its name, but what is the exact problem that the goji berry targets in the eyes? Macular thinning. The macula is the central area of the retina of our eyes. It is responsible for the precise and clear vision you use for reading, recognizing faces, and seeing colors sharply. Now, with age, oxidative stress, and decreased circulation, this tissue gradually gets destroyed and lost. And that is precisely the underlying process behind age-related macular degeneration, one of the main causes of irreversible vision loss in the world. That is, one of the main causes of blindness. Now, what makes the goji berry exceptional is its content of a substance called zeaxanthin. The goji berry is one of the highest natural sources of zeaxanthin in the diet of everything that exists on Earth. While lutein primarily protects the outer retina, zeaxanthin concentrates specifically in the macula, in the center of your vision, and this targeted protection is important. The clinical research on this is fascinating. A 2021 study published in a nutrition journal showed that adults between 60 and 80 years old who consumed dried goji berries 5 days a week for 90 days showed a significant increase in macular pigment density, which is a direct measure of macular protection. And no participant in the study showed progression of macular degeneration, that same factor that causes blindness. For anyone concerned about losing their vision independence, worried about becoming blind at an older age, this finding deserves serious attention. How do we use this fruit, the goji berry, for our eyes? Soak 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries for about 10 minutes in warm water and then eat them about 30 minutes before sleeping. Soaking them softens them and improves their digestibility, which is very important for the digestive system in older ages. But here is an expert tip with true scientific backing. Consume your goji berry with a small piece of high-quality dark chocolate with at least 85% cocoa. Research has shown that cocoa flavonoids increase the absorption of zeaxanthin, that same substance found in the goji berry, and together they create a synergy that the macula of your eyes can truly leverage to take care of itself. And finally, we arrive at fruit number 1, the fruit that tops this list for your eyes, a fruit called papaya. This fruit is not rare at all, because today there are stores that have all these types of fruits, but when you use this fruit correctly, you can attack one of the most destructive and most ignored processes behind blurry vision, opaque lenses, and the early formation of cataracts. What specific enemy does papaya combat in our eyes? Glycation. Glycation is a process in which excess blood glucose binds to proteins in your eye tissue and forms advanced glycation end products, compounds that gradually opaque your lens and destroy and damage your retina. Glycation is one of the least addressed factors in age-related vision deterioration and is occurring silently and constantly in most people over 60 years of age, causing blurry vision and vision loss. Papaya is very rich in papain, a natural enzyme with anti-inflammatory and protein-repairing properties whose results are proven, and it also provides a powerful combination of vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E, along with folate nutrients that research consistently links to tear film stability, retinal protection, and the reduction of oxidative stress within our eyes. A 2023 study published in a clinical ophthalmology journal showed that people who consumed papaya in the afternoon had lower levels of glycation markers in laboratory follow-up analyses, along with stronger tear production and a measurable improvement in vision over 6 weeks. And how can we use papaya to improve our eyes? You can consume 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes about 2 or 3 hours before sleeping. Only here are 2 important details. The first is that using fresh fruit is better than processed, and room temperature is better than cold for preserving this fruit. So take the papaya out of the refrigerator at least 30 to 60 minutes before consuming it because cold reduces the activity of our enzyme, and you want the papain to be at its maximum potency when it reaches your digestive system. Do not combine it with dairy for the same reason of absorption blockage that we discussed with blueberries, and the expert tip is that you can squeeze a little fresh lemon juice over your papaya before eating it, because the vitamin C in lemon significantly increases the absorption of vitamin A in your body. Now, before making the summary, I want to tell you that there are 5 rules you need to hear, because without them, you could eat all the fruits on this list and still not receive the full benefit. So let's go with the rules. Rule number 1, do not consume them with calcium. Do not eat the fruits along with dairy or calcium-rich foods like milk, yogurt, or fortified cereals, because that can reduce the absorption of lutein and zeaxanthin by up to 30%. Leave at least 90 minutes between consuming the 2 things. Rule number 2, add a healthy fat. Many of the beneficial substances in these fruits are fat-soluble, so for better absorption, consume a small amount of healthy fat with the fruit, such as a walnut, an avocado, or flaxseed oil. That can significantly increase absorption. Rule number 3, gentle washing. Washing fruits too vigorously and with too much water pressure can remove some of the surface antioxidants, especially in delicate fruits like blueberries and blackcurrants. So wash the fruits gently with fresh water and do it close to the time of consumption. Rule number 4, room temperature is better. Some beneficial enzymes reduce their activity with cold, so take the fruit out of the refrigerator half an hour or an hour before consuming it so that it reaches room temperature. Rule number 5, precise timing. The best time to consume them is between 60 and 90 minutes before sleeping. If you eat them too early, the substances lose their effect before the nocturnal repair phase. And if you eat them too late, active digestion can interrupt deep sleep and bother you during the night. A general conclusion is that following these 5 rules ensures maximum nutrient absorption and maximum effect on eye repair and health during the night. Finally, let's go with a general summary. Blurry vision is not just a natural and inevitable result of aging. In many cases, it is related to specific processes such as oxidative damage, inflammation, decreased circulation, and glycation in our eye tissue, and now science has shown that if certain fruits are consumed at the right time and in the correct way, they can support the natural nocturnal repair processes of the eye and aid vision health. The desired outcome is that they reduce the need to squint when reading, that you drive more comfortably at night, that you have sharper vision more quickly upon waking, and that you see details of faces and the environment with greater precision. Ultimately, it is not just about vision clarity, but about preserving your independence, confidence, and quality of life as you age. I thank you from my heart for accompanying me to the end of this video. Please like this video and write the number 1 in the comments. And also share this video with your friends, loved ones, and family. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell icon. And do not miss the videos that appear on the screen so that no important detail escapes you, because perhaps in one of these videos, I may have shared a small tip that could save your life or the lives of your loved ones. In the next video, an important secret will be revealed, so do not miss it. And finally, I commend you to Almighty God and hope that you are always healthy and strong. Take very good care of yourselves. I love you all very much. See you soon.